Hey everyone, in this video, let's do a comparison of Magic Light AI with InVideo AI. In order to do so, here we are at magiclight.ai and we're also at invideo.io. And let's just kind of go through them here and see what the difference is. Let's start here with InVideo. So right off the bat, InVideo is asking for a topic, a point of view, instructions in any languages, and we can generate a video. We have an option here for creating a short video, explainer video using a script, creating a UGC ad. There's workflows, and you can clone yourself. So there's some interesting options there. If we click on the icon up here at the top left, then you can see that we have a few options to choose from. We have the photo to avatar, we have motion graphics, text to clip, text to image, photo to clip, text to title clip, and we have a preset library here. Let's go ahead and just click on these and see what we find. So if we click on generative pics, that's just going to take us straight to this page here. If we go to AI photo to avatar, then we can create a new avatar from our photos. Motion graphics. Here, describe the motion graphics you have in mind. This is going to take about 0.2 credits in order to do that. And it looks like here we can actually attach a file. I wasn't sure if this was an option, but let's go ahead and try this out real quick. So right off the bat, trying that out, that just kind of has brought me to this blank screen. So I uploaded an image and put that through. And right now, perhaps we are waiting for it. Let's go ahead and check here in our media library. Here we go. We have that there. But this looks like it's just where you'll find anything that you've uploaded. So that'll show up here in your media library. But does it actually show... So this is where sometimes you use certain things like this and it doesn't always work the way that you want it to. So let's go ahead and try something else here. Let's go to our media library. Let's click that. Let's add that to, let's try creating. No, that creates a new album. Nope, that's also going to do that for us. So not exactly intuitive up front. You might assume that that would work more seamlessly, but I think that this kind of confirms what my concern was up front, is that InVideo doesn't really handle image to video. So there's other things you can do. You can do the AI photo to avatar. You can do a text to clip. So this is text to video. So let's try something here. Let's go with something kind of simple, and we'll just hit generate a clip. And then it says here, in order to continue, we need more AI credits. So there you go. So that gives you an idea of the kind of restrictions that you might find. Let's take a look at the plans. So you could see here for the plus, you're looking at about $28 a month. And it says here that it is 10 credits. So that might seem a little bit low, but it seems as though they do their credits a little bit differently than some of the other platforms. For example, here, this A Fantasy Forest, 1.6 credits. So if you do the math there, you're looking $28 per month for 10 credits. I'm not sure that's a great deal. So that's my honest opinion. That seems really quite high for 10 credits. That means that for this, let's see, where this is 1.6 just for this one generation. So that's almost 2 credits. So out of $28, almost $30 there per month, you're not really getting that many generations. So that's I would say kind of a big strike there against InVideo. Sorry, InVideo. But we do have some other options here: text to image, photo to clip, text to clip library. But just based on the pricing here, I think it would be hard for me to justify using InVideo. Let's take a look at Magic Light. So first off, with Magic Light, you get 300 free credits to start. So that's quite nice. And let's see here. Do those credits roll over every month? It doesn't say specifically here, but As far as the subscriptions go, you're looking at a standard plan of about $12 a month, and that comes with 6,000 credits. So let's try creating something here and let's see how that works out. So here's another thing too. We have story to video and AI character. So this is a more of a focused platform. So this is story to video. So let's go ahead and click on create here. So this is pretty neat. Let's see here. Got it. Okay. So first off, we want to create our script. We can do a smart script or we can do a basic script. So this seems to me that this is more in line with something like LTX Studio, where it's about giving you the tools to create a storyboard, and you can kind of create a little video with the platform here. So let's see here. For the video language, we'll go ahead and select English. For the style, let's go ahead and go with something epic. And for the smart script, let's see. All right, so let's say epic battle with a dragon. We'll just do something kind of simple like that. So I'm assuming that the smart script is going to embellish this for us. Let's see here, expansion. Let's click on that. So there you go. So we can start with a simple idea and then click the expansion button, and that will really kind of flesh everything out for us. So we'll go ahead and hit confirm. And then I think we're ready to move to the next step. So let's go ahead and do that. Please select a screen ratio. Okay, so we do want to do that as well. Please select the duration. Where's the duration? Where do we, okay, so I guess it's all down here. So we'll just go with 3 to 5, and that's bringing us back here. So does seem like we've got 300 credits to play with, but that's not maybe enough. So let's try auto, because I'm assuming that that's going to give us enough for our 300. Otherwise, 3 to 5 I think is probably too much. So those 300 credits, it's going to be under 3 minutes for how much you can get with that. So that gives you an idea of what the credit system is going to. And with the basic plan, you're getting I think it said 6,500 credits. So let's go ahead and click next, and we're moving on here. We'll just let that work. Okay, so now we have our synopsis, and we have our different shots, we have our different scenes. So yes, very much like LTX Studio. And the video is approximately 1 minute and 10 seconds. And I guess that's going to cost 70 credits. So the math isn't quite mathing there in regards to why it was bringing me to the subscription scene, but the screen, but that gives you an idea there of what the credits are like. So for something like this, it's going to be about 1 minute and 10 seconds, 14 shots, and it's going to cost us about 70 credits. Okay. So let's see here. Click the card below. Let's go ahead and go with AutoCast. So there is our main character, Kale. I guess he eats a lot of kale. We've got add character here if we want to. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we've got a variety of other characters that we can choose from as well. Let's go ahead and choose a female character. I don't know if the script gave us okay, now let's see here. We're gonna go with our favorite name and hit confirm. And here we go. Now we've got our 2 characters. I'm wondering if they're gonna change his outfit for this, but let's find out. So there we go. Now we're generating the storyboard. Seems like it's going pretty quick. There you go, super fast. First time speed trial. So this is going to give us an idea of how long it's going to take if we actually do the subscription. But if we're using the free credits that are offered, I'm assuming then that we are going to have to wait a little bit longer. So Our storyboard is coming together. We've got some cool looking images here already. I like what we're seeing. Looks quite nice. Here we go. Now, if this dragon here is supposed to be the same thing as this dragon here, then we've got some inconsistency there. There we go. We've got Kale wearing his white t-shirt. So obviously we wanted to edit the look of the character and make him look something a little bit more medieval, and he's holding his very fierce looking sword, which is kind of funny. Let's see here. Let's try if we can edit the character. Let's see. Exchange. Okay, we're not going to fiddle around with this too much, but just so you know, you're going to want to make sure that you choose a character that actually looks like what you want to look like. Otherwise, you're going to end up with something similar to this. But we do have some kind of interesting looking shots here. There's some inconsistency with the dragon in these two shots, which does happen. And so this is something where it's like you basically just have to go through, and you can see here you can delete. You have to go through and kind of spend some time making sure that everything is set up properly. So we can animate. So if we want to animate the screen, then we can. But let's go ahead and click on edit. We've got voiceover, we've got sound effects. So some cool tools here. And what I can say, so here we go, we'll go ahead and animate all. So we have all of our images here. We'll go ahead and animate those. Here we've got lip sync that we have available, and you could see all the different credit pricing for each of these. So just be aware of that. We'll go ahead and click, okay, let's see. Animation mode. So we have to choose something. And I guess we want to go with, so here we go. So each shot to animate is going to be 100 credits. So we're not going to be able to move on from here. So like if we click on that, it's going to cost 1,400 credits. Well, they haven't given us 1,400 credits. They've only given us 300. So the 300 is enough to kind of get into the storyboarding and everything. But if you actually want to generate something, it's going to cost a fair amount of credits. And if you think of how much it costs for the basic, it was 6,500. So this 1 minute scene is going to cost us 1,400 credits in order to animate it. So that gives you an idea of how much you can do with Magic Light in the month. So, you know, I would say like you're looking at about a 3 to 5 minute video story with the 6,500 credits that they give you. If a minute and 10 costs 1,400. So, you know, it might vary there a little bit depending on how much you do, but this is where with LTX Studio, it's the same thing. You really want to spend a fair amount of time here making sure that all your shots are dialed in as much as possible, and just be aware that once you start generating, you are going to be burning those credits. So just make sure that you are sure before moving on. Otherwise, you're basically just throwing some money out the door. So that gives you an idea of what to expect with Magic Light and InVideo. They both seem to have a different focus. I would say that with Magic Light, there's some really cool stuff here, but the 300 free credits that they give you is not going to really be enough to do a full video. And with InVideo, you're looking at a pretty expensive subscription model, I would say. I find that subscription model to be a bit much for what it is that they're offering. And this is kind of across the board when it comes to these different AI platforms. Some of them really provide good value for what you're getting. And the fact is that a lot of times you're going to be wasting credits on stuff that just doesn't work. And that's money. You know, that's your money that you're spending. And if you can't use something, then it's like, well, you know, that's money out of your pocket. So you really want to make sure that you're getting the best value and the best quality. And I would say do your research to find out which one is going to be the best for you. And that's all there is to it. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe, and don't forget to set your notification for more helpful tips. Also, if you take a look in the description, you'll find a link to our link tree. There you'll find our top AI recommendations and promotions. Click on any of those links to get started. You'd be helping us out as well, and we'd greatly appreciate it. Finally, if you're looking for an online bank, check out Simply Financial. If you click on the link in the link tree, you'll get $50 to open up an account, and if you refer your friends and family, you get $125 per referral. I could personally vouch for this. It's a great deal. It's a great bank. Simply Financial is highly recommended. Check to see if it's available in your area.